We're going to be talking about Shedeur Sanders, and I call this segment Third String Opinions, okay? So Shedeur Sanders, Third String Opinions. Let me pull up this TikTok video. I got a TikTok for y'all. Hold on. See, you want to act funny again. Don't do it. Don't do it, stream, y'all. So, Shedeur, I'm sure a lot of y'all saw this already, but I'm going to bring it back up and give my 2 cents on it, give my take on it. And then we're going to talk about, in general, just some things surrounding Shedeur. Let's have a Shedeur conversation real quick. All right, so I'm calling this Third String Opinions. If y'all saw, Shedeur was interviewed and then gave all of his responses in mouthing without audible voice, right? So here we go.
Vocally, anything to say?
I guess we'll stop with that. This one more. What do you think? You have to show to coaches just to have that belief in you that you can be ready.
What can you say?
How much has Joe been important to both you and Dylan in terms of your guys' development to this point?
Y'all might as well.
Third quarterback. Vocally, anything to say?
Yeah, so Shedeur, he chose to mouth all of his responses to the media and not actually say anything. And of course, the sports media world took it and made a big deal about it. But here's the thing about it, though, is when did we start interviewing third string quarterbacks, right? Shedeur Sanders is the first one, right? We generally don't interview a third string quarterback until somehow, due to injuries or whatever the case may be, they become a second or a first string quarterback. But we generally don't get a stream of interviews going all the way from the preseason all the way into the 5th week of the season, asking a third string quarterback how they feel about anything.
Classic.
Right? So Shedeur is clearly a star, right? The NFL bringing him in, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. The NFL brought the man in, and still want to eat off of his star, but they treated him like shit on the way in the door in the first place. The guy's not a 5th round pick. You understand me? Anybody who looks at the situation and says, oh, well, the tape just showed that, maybe he isn't what we, hyped him up to be. And, these numbers weren't the best, but yeah, he had this number, but that stat was padded by play calling and this, that, and they say a lot. They say a lot. They say a whole lot of shit. But then you still bring him in and try to eat off of his star. What y'all mean? What you mean eat off of his star, Classic? What do you mean? Every time they interview Shedeur, everybody eat. You hear me? Stephen A. Smith eat. First Take eat. Yeah, First Take eat. Gil's Arena eat. Who else? Skip Bayless got his own shit. He eat. Every time they interview Shedeur, everybody making content eat. Everybody eat. So they still want to eat off the star, right? We still going to bring him in and get that jersey money. Huh? But we going to break that buck, aren't we? We ain't going to put him on the field yet. We going to, matter of fact, yeah, let's collaborate on some shit. Ain't nobody going to admit to it. Why would they? We see it, though. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all question the shit y'all can see and believe in the shit you can't see at all. You see what's happening? There ain't no 5th round. Okay, so how all the rest of the rookie quarterbacks look right now? How the rest of the rookie quarterbacks look right now? How Cam Ward look right now? Can you put Shedeur in a Tennessee Titan? No disrespect to Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward. But it's going to take some time, right? But if you put Shedeur in a Tennessee Titans uniform, do he look better than Cam Ward right now? Yes.
Classic.
If you start Shedeur for the Cleveland Browns right now, even with the injuries at receiver, even with the, the setup that they got over there, they're not the most talented team in the NFL. Let's just be clear. Even with that work, even with that situation, is he gonna go out there and put you in better position to win than Joe Flacco been doing? Probably so.
Classic.
But when we start asking third string quarterbacks their opinion about anything at all, unless somehow they're being sprung ahead, hey, next week out of nowhere you'll be starting, coming from being a third string quarterback and in the blink of the eye becoming the starter. How do you feel? That's not the situation. The second stringer just got moved to first string. The first string just got moved to second string, and he's still sitting in third string. Why do you want to talk to him at all? Because they want to eat off his skull.
Classic.
See, as bad as I want a Shedeur jersey, I don't want to buy it from the NFL, all allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. Because I know what you're doing. No, man. No, man. No, man.
Classic.
The tears down said on Sanders and Winston, but Winston is a different story for sure. Souls of Thought said, these are the moments I judge Shedeur, not his talent. We have to hold everyone accountable. He's never been normal. He will be interviewed until he's out. LOL. That's a fact. The tears down said, highest selling jersey of the year is Sanders. Souls of Thought said, same reason Lamar gets so much grace. Black celebrities is currency. Souls of Thought said, think about it. Gil is the new slave master. Damn. We got to talk about that. Let's bring that to the men's minute tonight. Souls of Thought said he will be in the game second half in London. Shedeur will? Why you say that? The tears down said, buy it from me. Hit my line. For sure. Souls of Thought said, third string ain't traveling to London. So what what you saying, Souls? How you feel like he gonna be in the game in the second half? Because they say Flacco's still the backup, Gabriel the starter. So how does Shedeur get sprung into action in the second half? I mean, I'm with you. You got some foresight I don't know nothing about. I mean, I'm trying to hear. I'm definitely trying to get some understanding. Shit, I need to know how to think. You know what I mean? I need to know how to think. Help me out, dog. You sound like you got some intel for sure. But yeah, man, third string opinions, man. It's crazy, man. They'll still eat off your star. So, you know, y'all understand that, like I always be telling y'all, listen, that them people that lifted their foot off your neck. They have. They've lifted the foot off your neck. Believe that. You know, but you got to understand too, it's certain things that you either are or are not going to tolerate as a man. There's certain things that you are or are not going to subject yourself to as a man. It's certain ways. And listen, you can play chess. You can always play chess. It's ways to play chess. We see people play chess. We see people like tolerate the disrespect of organizations. We see people tolerate the disrespect of maybe the league or whatever, or they find out from being on the inside and the inside looking in, you know, find out some wicked things about, you know, the way that the business is run or the way that they view people or whatever the situation may be. And then they turn around and they go bite a big piece off the pie. You know what? Are y'all doing it like this? Watch this. So then now I own the organization. I played the game with you. Now I own an organization. I'm making moves you don't agree with, but you can't necessarily stop me the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. It's a lot of people that play chess and business in different ways, not necessarily always just in sports, but in general. There are people who, you know, see what it is, and they may subject themselves to certain shit just to get to where they need to get, and then they go bite back later. You know what I mean? So, Souls of Thought said because they can use it as leverage. Souls of Thought said, who you did Fashion Week in London while in college? Glasses. Souls of Thought said, Louis Vuitton is with the Sanders. Facts. Shedeur probably won't even be with the team outside of practice. Hey, look. The crazy thing is, man, I told you a long time ago, the man just don't belong in Cleveland regardless. No matter what his opportunity is going to look like, no matter nothing. He's just too big of a star to be in Cleveland. No disrespect to Cleveland fans. No disrespect to the Browns organization. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm going to just keep it real. Like, you know what I mean? In 2025, like, you know, people that shine that bright just don't belong in Cleveland, gang. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. LeBron divorced his ass from Cleveland twice. You know what I'm saying? Like when your star too big, G, you not gonna be in Cleveland, gang. Joe Jett said, "Future Cowboy quarterback. That's all I want in my life. That's all I need." Shedeur should be sitting behind. He should be sitting behind Dak effective immediately though. Dak look real good right now if he can stay healthy. He probably just, you know, the way he looking right now and the way he playing. Dak probably just bought himself 4 more years with the Cowboys as a starter. You know what I mean? Counting this season and 3 more, he probably got 4 more years as a Cowboy as a starter. You know, with the way he looking right now. But Shedeur going to go sit behind Dak and maybe getting his opportunities in between Dak's hiccups and injuries, because again, football is 100% injury sport. I don't think Dak will go the rest of his career not missing any games, right? But if he can come be the number 2 in Dallas and get his opportunities, get his moments, and then just really take over the job like a Jordan Love, like a Aaron Rodgers from Brett Favre, et cetera, et cetera. If he could do something like that, I think it would be ideal for his career. I think it would be ideal for his branding. I think it would just be ideal in a lot of different ways. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying that anybody needs to rush Shedeur Sanders onto the field. But should you do it and put him in a situation where he could have some level of success, right? Not coming into the game halfway through and shit like that, but being announced as a starter, having a week to prepare, and then going out there and playing with the ones. I think that Shedeur will show that he's an NFL quarterback and he's an NFL starting quarterback, you know. But if he has to sit out a couple seasons and become even better by way of practice reps and studying the game, you know what I mean? I don't think that hurts him either. So I think that Shedeur gonna be all right regardless. I just think that the way that these people continue to try to feed themselves off of like what could be a pretty mentally taxing process that he going through, I think that shit diabolical for real. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come speak on it from this angle, so you know that there's people in the media who kind of see this shit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of crazy when you think about it. What did the third string quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs have to say about the Chiefs this year? We don't fucking know, do we?
Classic.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really weird when you think about it. But yeah, man, that's my take on the third string opinions, man. What we got? The tears down said collusion. Yeah. To some degree. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened the flow.